What is up, gamers? Hopefully my computer doesn't crash. Welcome back. We're playing Minecraft yet again. Just give me a second while I... this is like really sus. I'm not gonna lie, guys. So the setup right now is... usually when I stream, I don't know if you guys know this, but basically, I use a capture card and a switch to kind of offset the load that my MacBook Air has to do when I'm streaming. But because I like Minecraft so much and I want to stream it for you guys, I'm streaming just directly on my MacBook Air from Minecraft. But I also have Discord open and OBS, which is like the film recording software, and the music player. So yeah, it's a bit of a crazy load on my computer, and Discord too, in case other people want to pop in. So stand by. If things look really horrible, just let me know, please, so I can fix it, because I also don't have two monitors. But yeah, enough complaining. We're here to play Minecraft. As you can see, probably, hopefully, I have a new texture pack on. So the one we were using earlier in the last few episodes was it was like a faithful texture pack, but it was 8x8, so I was hoping that it would give me some like performance boost, but also look pretty similar to the normal Minecraft. But honestly, it made all the blocks look really small, and I didn't really like how it looked, so we're using a different one this time, also 8x8, Rodrigo's texture pack. Pretty cool. I think I like it a lot better, so sorry if it's too much for you, I don't care. But yeah, so today we're probably gonna build a house, but in order to do that, we're gonna need a lot of wood. So this is also gonna be like our wood gathering stream. So we're gonna do a wood gathering stream, and then we're gonna do like building our place. So if you're new to this stream, this is basically what we are doing here. Is we're having like an SMP. We already have two people. One person, Kayla, and the other person, Shamble, up there. I don't think you can see his house, but yeah, we have this pretty cool island we're gonna build on. But I like to stand out from the crowd, so I'm gonna build mine in the water, but not underwater, in the water. Just I don't know, for building space, because I don't know what kind of projects the other two have, but I want to be low maintenance, nice neighbor, take up less space, and also I really like water stuff. So I saw this really cool design on like a Minecraft forum of a cool raft base built with a lot of campfires. So I think that's what I want to try to do. But yeah, I didn't really do any preparation before stream, so we're gonna have to gather all the wood ourselves. I don't even think I have it. Oh, I have some wood. But yeah, I did off stream, I did get some pretty good armor, because what kept happening is I kept dying. So yeah, we're all set there. Hopefully we won't die on stream. But yeah, let's get some wood. So first, I think we need to get an axe. Pretty straightforward how to do that. I picked up some iron. I did do a little bit of preparation, guys. I picked up some iron, so we'll be able to make some axes to get our stuff. But yeah, now we just have to get get a bunch of wood. Actually, there might be another way we can do this. I think we could just... There's a villager that I know that has campfire trades for 1 emerald. And then there's a way that I've been choosing the emerald trades, so I think we might just do that. But that's for later. We do need to get some wood right now, so I guess we'll go fly away and gather some wood somewhere. But first, I think we should go look to see what other people have built over here. So actually, none of the other streamers have built anything here yet, which is understandable. It's pretty new concept. But actually, the server admin, who doesn't stream, has been very busy building over here. This has been built in just like a week. We literally found this place, I think 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago? Or maybe it was 1 week, I don't really remember. But yeah, he built this whole thing. This is in survival, by the way. This is, yeah, survival. He built this whole big ship, the Vanguard, and he did some map art too. Yeah, he was pretty busy, and I think this is not even the only ship over here. While I was heading this way, I saw that he built an actual bigger ship than this. This is actually pretty similar to another one he built on the server, but that's like in the the area that we don't go when we stream. I guess we probably will go over there, but it was from before where this was like a streaming server pretty much. Yeah, I came over a few times while he was building to see what was up, and I was wondering why all these pressure plates are here, because when I saw it I immediately thought like, oh, it's just a trap or something, but no, I think this is just to cover up the lights, which is cool. Yeah, pretty big ship. I think it was his biggest one yet before the other one that he built I saw. But yeah, looks pretty cool. But yeah, let's see if we can find the other one. I saw it on the way over. I did build a path in the nether over here, but it's actually super slow, and I think it's actually faster to fly. But it's for the members of the server that don't have a elytra yet, so you know, they still have a way to get back and forth, even though I don't know why they would go over there. So yeah, I don't know if I'm spoiling this. Maybe he doesn't want me to show you the unfinished work, but it's pretty cool, I think. It's definitely an aircraft carrier, I can tell that much. But yeah, let's look inside. A lot of concrete. What is this? Black concrete powder? What's the difference? Guys, I don't know how to make concrete. But we might have to learn, because I'm thinking about doing some like pixel art or something, or map art or something, I don't know, in the future. Actually, we're running low. We're like halfway through the fireworks. But yeah, let's go find a place to get some wood. And we'll have a little chat also. We'll just talk about things, I guess, while we're getting a lot of... Actually, yeah, we'll get the wood first. Then we'll get the campfires. Because I saw this really cool design on how to make like rafts. Definitely isn't my design. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Since last I streamed, I've been playing it a little bit on my own. My original idea was to like make that streaming area the island over there, and then I would still play on this server, because I don't know, I've been playing on this server since like, I don't know, this beginning of the year pretty much. So I didn't want to just give up on my own independent projects, but I also didn't want it to be like Whiplash, where whenever I would stream, I would just have like everything done, and then people on stream would be like, what's going on? You know, people that would watch it regularly or something. So that was kind of like my compromise. But I don't know, the funniest thing happened, because once I started streaming, you know, I was like only thinking of ideas for stuff to do in the streaming area when I wasn't streaming. So I was like, dang it, I just want to stream and build things. But yes, I did do some stuff on my own. Some of the things I did for sure was get super good armor, because I kept dying and it was super annoying to die and lose most of your stuff. This is the 5th elytra that I've had, because I've died with all the rest. Number 5. And it's like embarrassing too, because the ways that I've died are not even like crazy ways. Like once I just fell into the Guardian farm, which by the way, the floor of the Guardian farm is made of hoppers, and so you would think it would take the elytra, but no, for some reason it didn't. So that was really sus. But yeah, so I got fed up with it and I made pretty much all netherite armor except for the boots, because another way that I died was to piglins. So I was like, well, I should probably have something for that too. But yeah, they're all like enchanted with pretty good stuff. Let's all look at them. So yeah, this one is the one that I had to work the hardest on, because I have villagers that have protection, unbreaking, and mending, so that was pretty easy to get. I managed to enchant a diamond helmet with respiration 3, and then I just like enchanted books over and over again until I got aqua affinity. So that was the easiest one to get. And then this one, pretty straightforward, protection, mending, and unbreaking. We had villagers for all those, so that was super easy. This is actually my second pair, because I died with the first pair on, and a piglin put them on and then fell into the same guardian farm and died, and it didn't take those either for some reason. A guardian farm. It was super hard to make, and it also has eaten more of my armor than probably anything else in the server. Then I got some golden boots because I didn't want the same thing to happen with the piglin. But I actually read online that even with Unbreaking 3, these golden boots are weaker than normal iron boots, so hopefully they don't break, because they're, I think, the thing that I spent most of the enchantments on, because it has Depth Strider 3, Protection 4, Soul Speed 3, Unbreaking, and Mending, so I'm kind of made these to last, but we'll see about the boots. I also tried to make a super sword. Like, it had so many enchantments that I couldn't even name, and then I spent so much time just enchanting books and then de-enchanting them to try to get the right enchantment. And I had like 6 enchanting books that I combined to try to make into like the perfect book to enchant a diamond sword. But in the end, it cost too much, and so I spent like 3 hours trying to get all the books and then only to have it for nothing. So I gave up on that. The sword is still in my inventory though, with no enchantments on. If we go to the end in this episode, I'll show you the book because I still have it. I just kind of put it there in the end, next to like the Enderman farm, to remind me not to be stupid in the future and plan things out ahead of time. But yeah, oh man, I didn't bring a bed. Well, there's like a village right over there. Should probably have something to show me how much wood I have in my inventory, so I do not get carried away. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go with spruce wood. I hope that this forest is plentiful. This isn't really a forest. What's up, Zach? Yeah, sussy. It was really sussy, bro. And I tried to make a netherite sword, and it just didn't work. Super sussy. Did not pay off. But I will probably try it again another day. Not anytime soon, though. Oh, look, there's a proper forest. What music is this from? Good question. It's like some guy. I don't know. I found it on royalty-free streaming website. And it was a loop, so I just used it. But yeah, I will have to check yours out, too. I haven't actually got around to it. I'm sorry. I will get on that, though. But yeah, I set this up actually before the last time we met. Just one of my favorite streamers uses the same composer. And so I was like, well, I want to check to see if they have any other music, but I don't want to copy off them. It's fine. Yeah, I think what I want to do with the track that you mastered, I want to see if I can link it to the same page as the intro, because I think that they would go together really well. But I just have to figure out how to do that. I don't know. With OBS, it's just been like a battle because I don't know how to do anything. And also on Mac, there's not really that many tutorials on how to do anything because it's a Mac and no one really expects people to use Mac, I guess, in OBS. So yeah, bro, send me as many tracks as you'd like. I'll find a use for them for sure. I actually have an end card now, so I can probably also put some music in the end card too, because I don't think it has any. The reggaeton, yeah, bro. I feel like that would be really hype. Hopefully I'll work on the one that I've been working on too this summer. I think I'll have a lot of time to work on it because I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to stream much this summer due to living circumstances and like proximity to random people that I don't know. But I will have time to work on my music. But yeah, and then last time we spoke, I kind of learned a lot of things about making beats that I didn't know about. So yeah, if you have any other advice for a gamer, I would love to hear it because I don't know. I don't even really know what, I don't know. What was it called? Where you like make the notes land on the beat or something? I was actually doing that by hand in GarageBand. There's like, you can go into the individual notes and then you can drag them onto the lines, and that's what I was doing to make sure that they were all on the beat. But there's got to be an easier way to do that, right? There has to be. Quantizing, yeah, quantizing. There's got to be a way to auto quantize that, right? Because yeah, I was just doing it all by hand and it was just not fun. And also I couldn't figure out how to do it on the computer, so I was only able to make beats on my phone, which is just probably not the most efficient way to do things. But yeah, I'll have to look out for the term quantizing, because yeah, I bet it will help a lot when especially with time, for sure, when I'm making beats. Yeah. I don't know. Because like I feel like the music should also match like the vibe that I'm going for. So I was thinking about making different beats for different kind of games, but I don't know, maybe that would just be too much. Maybe it's just better to make a very basic and general song to use. But I don't know. I guess we'll cross that path when I get there. I haven't even made my first beat, so I think I might be getting ahead of myself. Yeah, dude. I'll have to do a deep dive through your collection on SoundCloud, was it? Oh, what What was the exact link, by the way? Oh, what did Trenton's mom say to me? Oh, no worries, bro. Yeah, her mom just knew my mom, so she was just saying like, oh, I think I know your mom. And I was like, yeah, I think she mentioned you once. Yeah, there we go. There's that SoundCloud link for the only the finest beats. Only the finest beats. Everyone in chat, if you're watching this, click on the link to my boy, Zach Directs, for your only the finest beats. For chillin', for gaming, for anything. Yeah, I'll look at it for sure. Meme soda, the meme soda collection. But yeah, we're just getting wood right now. I'm gonna build a boathouse, so I'm gonna need a lot of wood. But yeah, we're just kind of getting wood and chatting and talking. Did you see here it was Shambles' birthday today? I was supposed to visit, but it was raining, so I couldn't make it over there. But I was thinking maybe, whoa, what the? Did you guys see that? That was super weird. I don't think the trees are supposed to really do that. I was thinking about getting him some adult beverages since he's finally of age. You were at his house for a couple of hours? Yeah, he called me and he mentioned that. And I was like, man, I kind of wanted to go. But I was actually, yeah, stuck at my grandma's house without a ride. So I couldn't, I couldn't get there, unfortunately. But I was like, we should make it up to him by like meeting up this weekend or something. I don't know what everyone's plans are, but I think that might be fun. Yeah. I was gonna do like an experiment because I heard that Natty Light and Busch Light, the beer types, they're actually the same. It was your birthday 2 weeks ago? Oh, I didn't know. Happy birthday. Happy late birthday, gamer. Yeah, for drink wise, that's a good question. It depends on like your palate, I guess. I would say my favorite things to drink that are alcoholic are ciders because they just taste good and they don't, yeah, I feel like most alcohol just doesn't taste good. Oh, it's in 2 weeks, was 2 weeks ago. My bad. Okay, happy early birthday, I guess. But yeah, I'll definitely remember that. But yeah, ciders are my go-to. I always get ciders. And there's actually a lot of different kinds. One that I had like pretty recently is pineapple cider. I'd never had it before. It tasted really good. It tastes like pineapples. But you just have to be careful with them because you always have to hydrate when you're drinking. I mean, you should always hydrate while you're drinking any alcohol. It's especially sweet alcohol because it'll trick you. And if you don't hydrate, you'll get like a hangover the next day. And those suck a lot. I've only been hungover once and it was really bad and it was horrible. It was really horrible, yeah. It was like you couldn't do anything. You basically, if you moved, you got sick, like nauseous. Me and my friend both got it because we drank. Oh, I didn't even notice. I'm like almost starving to death in Minecraft. Both drank, and it was like a bunch of sugary drinks, and we didn't know because we didn't drink like that much. Like we weren't that experienced, but yes, it was bad. It was sugary drinks and we didn't hydrate. And then the next day we like couldn't move. But I guess you're supposed to just like eat food the next day and take an ibuprofen and you'll feel better. But we didn't know that. So it was not fun. But yeah, just drink in moderation, of course. The easiest answer. But yeah, I like ciders. I like beers. Beers are okay. None of the fancy IPA stuff or the bitter stuff. What else? Hard liquor, I do not really like it that much. It just doesn't taste good. Except for the only one that I do like is called rum chata, and it kind of tastes like a smoothie almost, but I think if you're a little drunk it does. But if you're sober, maybe not. But yeah, I guess that would be my recommendation. Ciders, the apple ciders are like the most common and they're always the safest. Can't really go wrong. Or just like really basic beers like Busch Light or Bud Light, because I don't know, they're not that strong. But yeah, that's my recommendation for alcohol. And of course, only when you're of the legal age and in moderation. And you gotta hydrate. Always hydrate. That's super important. But yeah. I don't know how much wood we should gather. We already have 1, 2, 3, 3 stacks. So I guess that's not that much. We should probably get some more. I'm thinking we'll need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 9. Drink whatever beer has the coolest wrap on a NASCAR. Heck yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, NASCAR beers. But yeah, I mean, most of the lights taste the same. So yeah, you can't really go wrong with them. And they're probably all sponsored by NASCAR. Lights. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I guess they're actually, a lot of them are the same. Like the same company. They just like advertise it differently. With different prices too, which is weird. Like I think Bud Light and then Natural Light, they have like a different ingredient or something, but actually Busch Light and Bud Light are the same. They just have a different wrapper. Even though one of them is like half the price, which is kind of weird. But I'm not complaining. Always got to be thrifty in these kind of things, you know? What's the most I've ever spent on alcohol? Good question, good question. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Usually when I buy alcohol, I don't really buy it alone because I don't really drink by myself. So usually I buy alcohol with a group of friends. And so like we might split the price of like a case of beer or something. So I'd say like for me personally, the most I spent was when I went to like a bar, and I got two pineapple ciders at a bar, and it cost me like $16 because each beer costs like $8 or something with tips. And then I went to the store and found the same type of beer in a case, and it was like $12 for 6 of them. So it was a total ripoff at the bar. But I don't know, it didn't even have a good like bar atmosphere either, because like it was during the end of COVID, so you know things were starting to open up a little, but also you couldn't talk to anyone else. So I was there with my friend like catching up when we'd both been vaccinated. But it was like we were like just drinking at a random table because like there was no one really around us. We couldn't talk to any like new people or anything. So it was just kind of like a very expensive get together. But yeah, I think that was like the most. Well, maybe not. Yeah, you couldn't talk to any girls. Couldn't meet any girls, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know why I was beating around the bush, but yeah, pretty much that's what I was trying to say. Unfortunately. Yeah. I don't know. At least now I know how to order from a bar, so I won't be like embarrassed or something. I don't remember where my house is. Where's my house? Or a village at least. I'm flying in circles. I should have... Oh, here it is. Okay. This is definitely not the same village, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah. Anything... Oh, this is like a frozen house. Hello? Hello, bed? Hello, bed? In here, maybe? This is the same house. Why do none of these houses have beds? What's going on in this town? Where does everybody sleep at? Here? Okay. Get out of the bed, sir. I'm sleeping now. But yeah. I don't know. It's just fun, I guess. Try new alcohols. I still don't really like strong alcohol. They just don't taste good. Even when you mix them with things, I don't like it. Like margaritas, that's supposed to be like a good drink. It does not taste good to me. It just does not taste good. I don't know. Maybe it's I think a lot of like people who turned like 21 before me, they say like it takes time to get into those kinds. But yeah, hasn't happened to me yet. So, but I also don't drink that often. So maybe that's why. Yeah, definitely can't go wrong with ciders. I gotta say, like, ciders are underrated, maybe. They're just good. Taste good. Yeah. I was at my Gma's house. My grandma. I don't know. Is it weird? Like, I don't know. People usually call their grandmas like grandmas, right? I don't know. I was just like, I started calling my grandma by her first name. Just like, hey. And it was so funny because like just the reaction. They're like, what? That's like, I don't know. Have you ever seen those like clips of people going to school calling their teachers by their first names, and it just like freaks them out? I wonder why that is. Like, I haven't really been in a situation where I've gone by something else and had people call me like by my first name or something. Yeah, you do that too sometimes? Yeah. I don't know. I just kept doing it because my grandma's reaction was really funny. She was just like so taken aback by it. Call your grandma Gigi. Is that like her nickname or her actual name? But I don't know. Maybe it's the same feeling like when a kid calls you sir and you're like, I don't know. Usually when people say that like, oh, a kid called me sir, and it's like it made me feel so old. But I never really feel that way. Like, if a kid calls me sir, I'm always like, oh, what are we pretending to be army guys or something? Even though like, I don't know, I could be a sir maybe. I could definitely like be in the army or something. I call my grandma Gigi. I don't know if that's normal. Yeah, I think it's normal. Sometimes I usually call my grandma just grandma. If I'm hanging out with her, you know, I'll just call her grandma. Same way like I would call my mom mom. But if I'm talking about her specifically, I'll say like grandma and then her first name afterwards. But yeah, when I'm with her, I don't call her like grandma, her first name. That I don't know why I'm being so secretive, but yeah, we'll just say her first name is like Mary or something. I don't call her like Grandma Mary when I'm with her. Like, hey Grandma Mary. I just call her like Grandma. What's up, Grandma? But then like if I'm talking to my parents about my grandparents, I'll be like, yeah, Grandma Mary did this. Does that make sense? I feel like, I don't know, I might have just like confused myself a little bit in that explanation, but yeah. I don't know, I feel like it's common either way, because I definitely know people that call their grandmas like grandma so-and-so, especially when their grandmas are together. I guess that would make a lot of sense, but also I can't really think of any situations where your grandmas would be like in the same place unless it was like a party for you, or maybe in small towns that happens. I don't know why I'm so hung up on that, but yeah. Alright, I think we might have enough. I only have 2 grandmas and 1 grandpa left. Yeah, I actually have 2 grandmas. Two of each. Yeah. Yes, but I lost 1. So I had 3 grandpas. What the? Get these guys out of here. Yeah, you think you can get me, bro? You can't. Sorry. You can try. I'm just too advanced for you. I'm leading them right to this village. Hopefully they don't, like, attack. If they do, it's not my problem. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not Iron Man. I just watched Iron Man earlier today. He's like, I'm not a hero. I don't know, the first Iron Man is so weird. It's like I think it was the first Marvel movie, and it just does not feel like a Marvel movie. So many things are off about it. There's no like weird, unrealistic yet quirky dialogue, you know, that you find in all the Marvel like movies where they're just like in super serious situations and they're like, well, maybe you shouldn't have done this, son, or whatever, when they're like about to get killed or something. Or like their lives are being threatened and they just give like cheesy one-liners. No, Iron Man gets like captured by like Iraqi terrorists. Like it actually mentions that they're in Iraq. And he's just like held captive. I don't know, it's pretty heavy. He's like a war criminal. They're like, do you understand the morality of selling like weapons in the Middle East or whatever? The weapons industry. Super weird. I don't know, it's super weird like going back to it after like, you know, the modern Marvel movies where they're like, yeah, maybe superheroes should be illegal. They're like, oh, this is super political because shouldn't superheroes be registered in the superhero index? I don't know. My grandma wears Jordan and makes jokes about weakness. That sounds like a pretty cool grandma. My grandma's also pretty cool. I'm trying to think. She does cool things. Oh, I just broke my axe. This gives me time to think about the cool things my grandma does. Did I leave my crafting table somewhere? Did I seriously like put it down somewhere and then fly away? That's so lame of me to do. Let's see how many stacks of wood do we have? And that's good enough for now, I think. We'll work with this. This will be our starting set of wood. Yeah, my grandma just like is hip. She just talks about vampires and stuff. I don't know. She likes vampire movies, which is cool. Or books. She likes vampire books. And then we talked about monkeys and stuff. We talked about dinosaurs and monkeys. Pretty cool. Monkeys. It's kind of weird. Talking about like how humans evolved from monkeys. I don't know. She was talking about how, like, I guess all the vampires in her books call humans monkeys. I was like, well, that's kind of what we are. Is my grandma based? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's based, bro. Of course. She's based and super lit. The most based thing she's done was, where am I, bro? I'm lost. I found another village. I don't even know where the coordinates are to this other base. I'm trying to think. Okay, so this way. If we go this way, it's like... Where's this? Oh, okay. If we go in the Z direction towards 0. This is towards 0? Yes. We should just find it. If we just go to the 0 axis. Yeah, my grandma says base things all the time. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I've always been confused about, like, the definition of based, because it depends on who you ask, you know? People will say based means different things. How would you define based? Because I always defined it as, like, a lot of the ways that I've heard people use it, it's like a synonym with, like, really crappy. So, but also people say that it's like a good thing. To be based is to be cool, but also people use it in different ways. I don't know, maybe it is like cool, like, you know how you can say like there's no one thing that's cool. I mean, I guess like there's no one thing that's based. What do you think? What's your take on based? Is it just a cool way of saying cool, or is it something deeper? No, where am I? I'm lost. And I'm gonna run out of fireworks soon. Gotta find my way back. I don't think I went this far. I think I'm going way too far. Maybe. Maybe I'm going too far. Or maybe I'm going the opposite way. Hello? 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 Yes, let's go. I was going the opposite way. Let's go. We found our way back. This was totally unintentional, but it worked out in the end. So now we can get some more fireworks. I was gonna say more fireworks, but also we're out of fireworks. So we'll make some fireworks real fast because I'm running low on them. How's my elytras? It's okay. It's all right. It's doing okay. Oh, it's like saying things are not socially acceptable. Okay, so it's a bad thing. Okay, then I don't think my grandma... Well, yeah, she's not based. Maybe? It's good to not be based, maybe, right? I'm confused. I would also say it's a good thing, too, because you can say base things that are good a little bit. Okay. Okay, I guess she's a little based because she criticized... She called the takeout place whenever they gave the wrong food to us. The food was like not correct. The order was not correct, and she just called them and was like, hey, the order's not correct. What are you gonna do about it? And they're like, oh, we're very sorry about that. Like, okay, well, you need to do something more than just say sorry. And I was like, wow, that's super base that she did that. She like confronted them. Like, I would have just eaten it probably and been like, well, I guess that sucks. So I guess that's pretty based. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, alright, so let's make some fireworks. Let's make some fireworks. Oh, what is that? Okay. Oh, okay, it's a creeper farm. I was so scared. Yeah, let's go. Creeper farm. Get wrecked, creepers. But yeah, let's make some fireworks. I think, how do you make paper? Is it this? Yeah, it's that. I knew the whole time, guys. I was just testing to see if you knew. Yeah, okay. This is good. Do this, and then get some of this. 21. Oh, just enough. Okay. I think you just put them like this. Yeah. Let's go. We have so many fireworks now, so we're set. We're pretty much set. Based. Yeah, I don't know. Is it good to be based or bad to be based? Debate now in the chat. Good? Is based good? Or is it bad? Would you prefer more people are based or less? I say like less, maybe. With my very rudimentary understanding of what that means. Yeah. Alright, so now we're just gonna go back and start building our house. Unless you guys want to keep debating it in the comments or something. Or the chat or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna build our house finally. We've gathered enough materials. So yeah, this is my life hack. See guys? This is how we get to the streaming island. So we were just at like the, I don't know, the server area where we were building before I started streaming. But if we just go straight, whatever this direction is, let's look. West. If we go straight west, we get to the streaming islands. Pretty cool. You could run over land this distance, but it would just be super long. But I built another path, and it's just very slow. So, you know, I'm flexing on all the other members of the server with my cool elytra. Yeah, here we go. We're almost there. But yeah. Oh, is this it? No? Alright, there it is. The first sign that we're close. This big aircraft carrier. Look at this cool thing. That's, I don't know. I'm anxious to see how it will turn out. Check this out. See that? I almost hit that, but I didn't. Alright, so now I gotta determine where I want to build mine at. Where should I build my house? It's gonna be in the water somewhere, but it's gotta be like offshore, but a little bit in sight. Yes and no. I wish people would stop acting fake and be themselves, but I feel at the same time it would be detrimental. Who wants someone to be rude all the time? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, some people are just really mean, and maybe it's a good thing that they can't speak their mind all the time or whatever due to like society. I think I'll just build it off this coast. I feel like this has some potential to be like a cool underwater expansion zone. So I was thinking maybe I want to go all the way down underwater. We live in a society, that is so true. Society holds us back, but it also keeps us safe, maybe. That's what I think, maybe. Welcome to the base stream, where we talk about our mind. We just speak our minds, and we don't hold back. I have a degree. I have a degree in bass. The instrument, not the philosophy. Is it really a philosophy? Check this out. See, I have depth strider, so I can walk really fast in water. You can't do that normally. Yeah, now we're just gonna build our thing. How's the stream look, by the way? Is it really like laggy? Because I noticed the last one was really laggy, which I might be just like how things are. That just might be how the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? Oops. I accidentally took a screenshot. I was trying to close. Looks good. Wow, that's good. That's good. Wow, thumbs up. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Glad to hear that. I kind of want to build it over here, but it's a little close to the ship. Maybe that's alright. I'll build mine like halfway to the island, halfway to the ship. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. We can always like expand this way if we want to. Maybe it's a good thing since it'll like kind of be the bridge. You know any poetry books to read? I actually don't. I don't read poetry like at all. It's like probably good to read poetry though. I'm not bashing it. I just like, I don't know. I've never really had like anyone suggest poetry to me or anything like that. But one of my professors like is writing a poetry book, I know, and it's like being published this year. So maybe I'll give that one a read, and I'll recommend it to you. Any good books? Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what you want to read. Are you looking for like non-fiction books or fiction books or just like something in between? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, what was the most recent book that I've read? I read this book called Station 11 a while ago. It's pretty cool. It's about a pandemic also. I read it earlier in the pandemic. I think like winter break or something. It was pretty good. It might have been pretty good just because like it is like during a pandemic, and it was also, you know, during the pandemic, so it was like, wow, I can really relate to these guys. Except for their pandemic was definitely worse than ours, because like everyone was dying or something. Another book I read pretty recently is called The Fifth Sun by Camilla Townsend. Super cool. It's a book on the Aztecs, Aztec society, and the fall of the Aztecs. It's pretty new, and it's super interesting. Even though it's a non-fiction book, and sometimes those can get really boring and dense, I really liked this one because it was like really engaging. It almost felt like a fiction book sometimes, because like they would just talk about how they lived, you know, because the Aztecs, they built their whole city in the middle of a lake. This is actually kind of maybe I think why I like building in Minecraft in water, because it's just so cool. Like they were able to, yeah, to know Teotihuacan or something, to know teach land. There's two of them. I forgot which one is which though, but yeah, King Montezuma. Yeah, and his like the guy that succeeded him, who was what was his name? It was like, man, it starts with a C. It's like, I just can't remember. Something. I don't know. Starts with a C. It'll come to me later. But it was really cool. Fidel Castro was in Cuba. That was a totally different time. But I don't know. They were just a really cool civilization. They lived, and they would have pea buckets that they had on the side of their island houses. And they'd collect the pea buckets, and then they'd make salt out of the pea. And it was like, wow, that's how they got salt. Pretty smart thinking there. Would have never guessed. They were just vibing. And then whenever the Spanish invaded, since they're on like the lake, they just put up all of the bridges, and the Spanish couldn't really do anything. Just interesting to read about. I always feel like when I read nonfiction books, I end up just always thinking about them in terms of Minecraft. Maybe that's super nerdy, but like when I read about like descriptions of cool buildings or cool places, like another one that I read about once was Cuzco in Peru. It was like where the Incas lived. They lived on top of a mountain. It just made me think like, wow, it'd be pretty cool. It's pretty fun to just like build that in Minecraft. I don't need the zombie flesh. But yeah, this is a strategy that I actually got from this guy. Maybe we can see it if we look. No, we definitely can't see it in the water. If we look this way, the trick to how he builds all the stuff on the surface of the water, because I always wondered, because I didn't know how to do that. The only way that I knew how to do that is like if you have a lava bucket and you pour it on the surface, it'll turn everything to cobblestone. But I guess the way he does it is he just goes and gets a kelp. He builds a tower of kelp. It goes all the way up, like all the way to the surface, and then you can just put a block on top. Let's see if it works. Moment of truth. Yeah, it works. That's cool. Didn't know that. And then you can break it afterwards if it looks too weird. That way you don't have to like ruin the flow of the water or anything. But yeah, so here's how we're gonna do it. So we'll just break this. We'll build down so it's still like in the water kind of, and then we'll make it look like a bunch of logs. Yeah. I don't know why this is so tricky for me. Like for some reason I just forgot how Minecraft controls worked. But yeah. Another book that I've been wanting to read recently is this book that I got as a gift a while ago. It's called The Power of Babel, and it's like about how languages form, which has always been like kind of an interest of mine. I've always really been interested in learning languages, or the idea, I should say, like I've been interested in the idea of learning languages, but I don't ever like put the time in to actually learn it because it's very hard. It's like one of the most time draining things ever. I need to learn Spanish too. Yeah, we've had this conversation multiple times, yet none of us have tried, I don't think, to learn it seriously. Because it's hard. It's like, I tried during the semester, and I had a pretty good routine going where I would, you know, practice learning new words, and then I would watch some shows in Spanish to get the immersion. But it's just hard, especially if you haven't found something you're really into. Like, a lot of Spanish media that I found is just like dramas, which have their own times. You know, I like dramas every once in a while, but it's not something I could watch every day. And that's what you kind of need to do, though, you know? People in family who speak, you get bored. Yeah, I have people in my family that also speak Spanish, but like, and when I'm with them, it's interesting. Like I want to know what they're saying, and I try my hardest to like remember the words that they're saying and like piece together what they're saying, but I'm not always around them, so it's like a skill that I don't use regularly, if that makes sense. But when I do use it, it's like, man, if only I knew more. But yeah, it's just something. It's like language is something you have to practice every day. Like, you don't really realize it, but you're practicing your own language every day. English too. You're practicing it when you speak to other people. If you went a few days without speaking to people, your language would your skill level would decrease. Like, even mine, like I noticed, especially from COVID and stuff, there's been times where I've noticed like, oh man, I just can't speak to people anymore. And I bet a lot of people have noticed that too, because I've seen a lot of like articles about it. People are saying like, oh yeah, because, you know, COVID or whatever, I need to learn how to need to relearn my social skills or whatever. But it's like, yeah, that's just something you work on every single day. And also, there's no such thing as like perfectly knowing languages. Like, even in English, like, I don't know if you've paid attention to the way I've been talking this whole stream, but it's definitely not grammatically correct, like, at all. The way that I speak is so like, I don't know, choppy, I guess, and a little bit disoriented. But it's still English, and people can recognize what I'm trying to say. And that's the same with other languages too. But like in school, they grade you on how perfect you are, which is just like, can be detrimental, I think. Let's see. This is like 2. I don't know if they should be the same length or different lengths. I think they'll be different lengths. I feel like all my jokes fall flat because of my social skills during the pandemics. I feel the same way, yeah. That's actually kind of one of the reasons why I started streaming, is because I was like, I'm not even really talking to people that much, and I feel so awkward when I talk to people. I should just like get a hobby where I just talk for a long time. Build up my talking skills, and I think it's helped for sure. Like, I still am very awkward when I talk, but at least I am like confident about it, you know? I'm used to talking, even if it doesn't come out like perfectly. I don't know, the difference is like, before I would talk and then I would cringe. I'd be like, oh, that didn't make any sense what I just said. That was kind of cringe that I said that. But now I'm like, yeah, that didn't make any sense. I don't care though. I'm just gonna keep talking. I don't know. Maybe that's just like a thing with me, because I'm always I always overthink a lot of things. I read a good book about awkwardness. Really? Let me know what it is, because like, I'm always down to read those books. Oh, here's another book that I read somewhat recently that I thought was really good. It's called Quiet by Susan Cain. It's about like introverts and how they're like, a lot of people don't really view introverts as like good in society, because usually they don't really take an active role, and usually like in our society, like activeness and being loud and stuff is looked upon as good, but they actually have a lot to offer, and like that book is about the different ways they contribute to things, and I thought it was really cool. Oh, how do I make this? Okay, we'll make some of this. But yeah, let me know what that book about awkwardness is called, because I always think it's cool. I think psychology is cool in general. Have you always seen yourself as awkward? I don't really know. It depends on like who I'm around. Like I always think that I'm awkward around like superior figures, you know? Like when I'm around teachers or whatever. I always think I'm like super awkward. I'm like, oh, I'm super self-conscious about it. I'm always like, oh, I just don't know how to interact seriously with other people. But then when I'm like around my peers and stuff, I'm always like, I can say whatever I want and I literally don't care what they think about me. Yeah. I don't know. Why? Do you see yourself as awkward? I mean, I don't really think you're awkward. And I don't know, I don't really think I'm that awkward. Awkwardness is just like a product of your environment, I think. I think like it just depends on where you are, who you're around, and what you're doing. Because everyone's gonna be awkward if they are doing something new, you know? Like if you're sorry, I'm like looking, I'm cheating a little bit. I'm looking at this picture that I saw someone building a raft. I'm looking at it to see like how they did it, their inspiration for it. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna open the chat again. Sorry, chatters. I don't think you are. Thank you. Yeah, I like I said, like most of the time when I'm hanging out with my friends, I don't think I am either. People that make me uncomfortable and make me awkward. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think when I talk to other people, I rely a lot on like body cues and just like reading the other person. If the other person is like acting all weird and their body language is saying that they're like uncomfortable and they don't know what they're doing, then I'll get all freaked out. I'll be like, what am I doing something that's weird? Is that what's going on? I don't know. All right, what we're gonna do now, this was really not planned out well, but we're gonna fly back and then we're gonna go get a bunch of firewood. We're gonna do it this way that I thought about earlier, where we're just gonna trade a bunch of villagers some fish to get emeralds, and then we'll trade the emeralds for the campfires. And we're gonna build a bunch of them, and they're gonna be like the floor because they look like planks. So that's what we're gonna do. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to fly all the way back. But yeah, people that I know how you feel though. Yeah, like it's I feel like awkwardness is just a natural reaction to new situations, you know? Or maybe it's not. Maybe there's different kind of awkwardness, you know? Like maybe there's people that always feel awkward. But I think awkwardness comes from like a feeling of being out of place, you know? So people who are not confident in themselves a lot, they probably feel awkward a lot. Just like how you might feel awkward if you're on like the first day of your job or something. And like, you know, people ask you to do things and you just don't know what they're talking about. And you're like, oh, should I tell them I don't know what they're talking about? Or should I try to do it and pretend? I don't know. But yeah. Awkward science. Amazon. Oh, is this the book link? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I actually do like reading books about like human psychology. I feel like human psychology is a really interesting field of study. If I could go back and start all over again. Was that a farmer? Yeah, it is. It's like a fisherman. I don't know where he came from, but sorry, dude. Can't help you. Maybe I'll get you later. I think he came from this boat, actually. Yeah, we'll have to get him later. Go over here. Yeah, I don't know. Human psychology is really interesting, I think, because it teaches you a lot. I think there's a lot to be gained from understanding like the way we think and the way we act and stuff. That's why I liked Quiet. It's also about human psychology and like the benefits of awkwardness or introvertedness. And I actually don't even think I'm really an introvert, because I think the definition of an introvert and an extrovert is like how you get your energy, right? So extroverts get their energy by being around people. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I don't know where I'm going. Whereas introverts get their energy from just like being at home and like just vibing or whatever. But I feel like whenever I'm at home, the thing that I do most often is I like call up my friends and talk to them while I'm just chilling by myself. So yeah, I don't know if I'm awkward on dates. Yeah, I don't know either, but I know I am. I feel like I'm super awkward on dates, but that's again not because like I'm an awkward person. It's just because I don't really know what is expected of a date, I guess, and I overthink it a lot. So it's like the awkwardness of doing something for the first time, you know, or doing something new. So I don't know. I really haven't been on that many dates. So let's get this fish. So yeah, what we're gonna do is get all this fish and then trade this fishing villager. What was the last date like? I don't really know. The thing is with me is I don't know. It's kind of bad, but I don't really know what was a date and what was just like casually hanging out with someone. You know, I don't know. I'm not the type of person to ask someone on a date like up front. I'll just be like, hey, you want to hang out sometime? And then I'll be like, was that a date or was that not a date? Is there really like a definition? I don't know. But I don't know, the last date I went on, I'm trying to think, because it is, I don't know if I should count certain things. I would say it's probably like, I went to a park with a girl. We just kind of like walked around the park and talked, and it was pretty fun. Yeah. But I've been to like restaurants, just getting coffee. I think getting coffee is like a really safe thing to do, I think. Because that way, it's like, you know, you just like meet up with a girl somewhere, you get some coffee, it's not that expensive, you can talk, and if, you know, coffee doesn't take that long to drink. So if it's like weird, if it gets super weird, you can just drink your coffee really fast and be like, oh, it was nice meeting you, I gotta go. But also, you know, there's no like incentive to leave. You can stay at a coffee shop even after you've drank all your coffee. So if the vibe is really cool, you can just stay at the coffee shop even if you've drank all your coffee and just stay and chat, you know? Whereas like other places, like if you go to a park and stuff, like, I don't know, when I went to a park, usually I'm the one who drives, so then you're like, oh, yeah, I gotta do this or that. What's up, Miss Shia? Is that how I say it? I'm horrible at reading names. What's up? What's up? We're talking about date ideas and like what is the best date. I don't know. I was saying like coffee shop is probably a really good first choice. Going to the park is also fun and it's inexpensive too. But then you got the logistics. You got to get the logistic angle too, you know? Like, I don't know. It's pronounced Mesai. Mesai. Okay. Yeah, I'm horrible at reading, so sorry. Coffee shop is a classic. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, coffee shop, you can't go wrong, you know? If the vibe is cool, you stay. And if it's not, you just be like, well, I drank my coffee. See ya. I also like parks though, because one, you know, the focus sometimes isn't always just on the park, you know? You can just be like, or always on the conversation. You can just like stop and enjoy the park. What's the deal with this? Why isn't this guy taking this? Okay. But also there's the logistics. Like if you drove the person there, then they're gonna need a ride. And if the vibe is like a little bit off, you'll be like, well, I think I have a dentist appointment. You know? Coffee is good. Yeah, coffee is good, I think. Picnics, yeah, picnics are fun too. You gotta coordinate that though. Yeah, I remember I went on a picnic date once. It was a little sus, bro. I don't know. It was like, it was awkward. It was awkward. I didn't know like what to bring. I brought some carrots that no one ate. It was funny. And then you have to carry around all your picnic stuff afterwards. Yeah, it was just kind of, it was a learning experience, we'll say. Well, yeah, it was a little sus. It was a little sus. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. Like I said, like you can just chill and be like, wow, let's take a moment and like take in the scenery, you know? You ever done that? I guess it depends on who you're with, because sometimes people will be like, I don't know, it's like streaming a little bit. If you're silent for too long, the person watching and your date also might get a little sussed out. But that's just how it is. That's how it is. Carrots are good. Baby carrots, you can't go wrong. They're like chips, but healthier. I don't know what I was doing. It was a learning experience. It was a learning experience. But yeah, oh, thanks for the follow, bro. But yeah, Yeah, let's just say that we did not meet again after that. But, you know, you live and you learn, you know. Things happen. Time passes. You learn, you learn new things, and then you can teach them to others. Don't make my mistake. Yeah. I would have brought food and made a cake. Yeah. I probably should have thought it over. I like went and bought a sandwich from like a pre-made sandwich from the store beforehand. I was like, yeah, I just got the sandwich. You can split it if you want. Yeah. I don't think I've vibed with a girl that's either... I don't think I've ever equally vibed with a girl. It's either been I've been into them quite a bit or they've been into me. Yeah. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know? It's weird. It's like a balancing act, and also I feel like it's like almost a little bit of like acting too, because you can't... Even if you're like really into a girl or whoever, if you're like show it too much, then they get all weirded out. And you're like, well, how I like you, but I don't know if you feel like the same amount. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. That's all I'll say. We gotta save this guy, this villager. We need him because he's a diamond village. I don't know how he got all the way out here. We need him to trade him some fish. Actually, let's trade him first. Yeah, give me all your fish, man. Give me all your fish. Okay, cool. I love baking. I love cooking and baking, so if I ever did a picnic, the food would be homemade. Yeah, that's a great angle. And then you could be like, yeah, you know, I can show you how to cook. And that's cool. Then you have like second date all planned out already, all set up. I like cooking, but also every time I cook, it's a horrible disaster. Like I gave myself food poisoning once. So I don't think I could really pull that off. I don't know. I just like talking to people. How? Yeah, well, good question. I was just cooking some chicken, right? And then I ate it, and I guess it wasn't cooked all the way. It was still warm. It was warm. The chicken wasn't cold or anything. But I was also on the phone, so I was a little distracted. But yeah, and then it was during COVID, so everybody thought I had COVID, but I just poisoned myself, so I had to get a COVID test. It was a whole big ordeal. You gotta cut it in between and check. Yeah. So here's what happened, right? Like, I was just, I didn't really defrost it. It was just frozen. I didn't take it out. You're supposed to take it out, I guess, like a day before or something. And I didn't do that. I was like, what should I eat tonight? I think I have some chicken. So I ate it. And I did defrost it in the microwave, but I guess it didn't get the very middle. So I was cooking it, and I was cooking it, and it was like pretty cooked on the outsides, but the middle was still frozen or something. It wasn't frozen when I ate it, but you know, yeah, microwave. There's like a setting for that, I think. Yeah, I hate cooking chicken. Yeah, me too, because it gave me food poisoning. But chicken's pretty good. I still eat it sometimes. I make sure to make sure it's defrosted. But yeah, I was also on the phone, and I cut it in the middle. I cut it in the middle, like towards the end, and it was cooked all the way. And then I cut it in the middle, like in the thickest part, and it wasn't really cooked all the way. So I was like, oh, you know, I'll give it a little bit more time. But I think what happened was just like because I cut it, it cooked that part, so it made it look like the whole thing was cooked, but it wasn't. But yeah, I mean, once you start eating like undercooked chicken, is there really a difference if you stop? I was like, well, might as well commit. Yeah, frying chicken, that sounds super good. I've looked into doing that, but I didn't have any flour in my apartment, so I was like, well, I don't know. Is there a way to, because I have an air fryer, I was like, maybe I could air fry chicken. But I guess you really need flour to fry stuff. Maybe? I don't know, I'm not a cook. Do you need flour? Yeah, LFO. Okay. Very cool. I'm learning something new every day. Maybe the next stream I'll do is a cooking stream. I need to fix this. Maybe I'll just do this. Okay. The gas keep blowing up the stairs. Yeah, I didn't build this, so I can't just like let it get blown up. Even though I also did this part too, but chicken frying is easy. I don't know about that. With my track record, I feel like I would cause a grease fire or something. Or an oil fire? I think you use oil to fry things, right? Yeah. Glizzies. Cooking glizzies. Me and Shambles cooking stream. Cooking glizzies. That was funny. Actually, when that stream aired, I actually had food poisoning. It was the same food poisoning from what I just described. And it was like probably day 3 or something after I had food poisoning. So I wasn't like eating any solid food. But I watched you guys cook those glizzies, and I was like, man, I could go for a glizzy. So I ate some raw Vienna sausages. But you can eat them raw, so it's okay. It's okay. A grease fire. It's easy for you. Well, that's good, I guess. It's not... Well, I don't know. It's not super easy for me. But it's fun. Cooking is fun. I agree with you there. Cooking is definitely fun. It's fun to do. But yeah, usually when I cook, another thing I like to do when I'm making chicken is use cayenne pepper powder. Except for when I do that, usually the pepper, when the chicken starts burning, all the pepper goes in the air, and then all my roommates start coughing, and they close their doors and open the windows. And at first, I started doing that, but, you know, I got used to it over time, so I don't know, I guess I must have become immune to it or something. But yeah, it's just, yeah, cooking is hard. Different life skills for sure. But that's the thing about life. It's never too late to learn. So, of course, I'm not going to be giving up on cooking anytime soon. But yeah, it's just interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know? Oh, wait, so we have 3? Did I just rescue this random villager? That's cool. Alright, he's out of trades. He has some trades. I think we have enough, so we should start getting campfires. Oh, whoa. Okay. You. Campfires. Give me all your campfires. Okay, so they stack. That's good. You shouldn't. Cooking is important. Yeah, it really is important. I could not imagine eating out every night. Also, one of the things that, you know, defines my cooking style is I always think about, like, what could I eat that costs, like, no money, but also wouldn't give me like scurvy or something. So that also dictates like what I buy. Also, I hate driving, so I try to go to the store as little as possible, which also dictates the food that I buy. So yeah, it's just like, you want a cookie? Yeah, that phrase is pretty good. It always makes me want a cookie too. But yeah, I always try to buy like super non-perishable food and cook with that. Like I always buy dried beans. Pretty good. Dried beans, a lot of protein. Chicken, you put it in the freezer. Pretty good. Oatmeal, that lasts so long. Instead of getting regular milk, I always get almond milk because that lasts a long time too. Except for every time I try to bake with almond milk, all the recipes turn out horrible and really like gloopy or whatever. I don't know why that happens. Ramen's good. Sometimes if you ever, like, here's a life hack recipe. You make ramen noodles. You don't put in the packet. Instead you get a bowl and you get a scoop of peanut butter and a scoop of like olive oil and you whisk it together and pour it in. Really good stuff. I hate driving. Yeah, I just don't like it. It makes me nervous and it makes my heart rate go up. And even though I'm like calm, my heart rate just stays up. I don't know why. I want to drive. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a thing. Like if I drive every day for a week, then I'm fine driving. But if I go like a week without driving, then I like can't bring myself to drive. Peanut butter. Yeah, that lasts a long time. Good protein source. I put in my oatmeal. Another life hack, overnight oats. You just get a mason jar, put some oatmeal in there, put some milk in there, put it in your fridge, and the next morning you can eat it. You don't even have to like cook anything. Pretty good. Put a banana in there. Pretty good. Peanut butter. What? That's not even a bad recipe that time. That's actually a good recipe that I ate that like every single morning for like a year. Just because, you know. Easy. It's convenient. And what did I eat for lunch? Protein shake. I don't know. I've been thinking about those meal replacers recently. I've heard a lot about them. Meal replacers. I heard that they're super unhealthy for you. Oh, there's this one I tried. I forgot what it's called, but it has caffeine in it, and on the box it says like it's supposed to replace 2 meals or something. And it's cool. It's caramel flavor. It's like protein. It has caffeine. But every time I drink it, for some reason, when I go pee afterwards, my pee smells like caramel, and it does that for a few days, which is kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe that's probably not. I should probably stop drinking it. But there's only a few left, so I figured I might as well get through all of them. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, meal replacers. They're like, I don't know. They're for like people that don't want to cook or something. Usually they're drinks. So like if you've ever heard of Soylent, that's a meal. That's like a famous meal replacer. It's like a drink and you eat it. It's supposed to have like all the nutrients you need in a meal. But yeah, usually they're pretty unhealthy because like I know at least the guy that made Soylent, he does not. He's like not a nutritionist. He's just like a tech guy. Soy boys. It'll give you daily vitamins, but yeah, it's not made for taste. Like you can buy the basic set and it's just like just the basic nutrients, but then you can pay extra for like the good tasting kind. I did look into it. I really did seriously consider getting it because of my cooking situation, you see. I really prioritize stuff that lasts a long time. Yeah. My stream is behind. Oh, yeah. That does not surprise me. Wait, how could you tell it was behind? I wonder. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but I'm streaming on a MacBook Air, so it's going to be very janky. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that your stream is behind. I'm actually surprised it's doing this well. I've heard that it doesn't look that bad. That's a quote, by the way. It doesn't look that bad. You're answering... Oh, I'm answering questions late? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. Wonder... It also might be because I'm answering them on my phone because I don't have a second monitor. But, you know, you always gotta... You know, you can't let technology hold you back. You always gotta follow your dreams even if you don't have a second monitor. You heard it here first, guys. And the stream keeps... Yeah, that might be the hardware issue, but who knows? It also might be the Wi-Fi issue. So, you know, there's a lot going on. It's a complex situation here. You know? Oh, why does some of these have... Okay, it's because I'm looking at this sideways, that's why. I was wondering why some of them had ashes, but some didn't. I'm on my phone. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Whenever I watch people's streams on my phone, sometimes I like just... It will not show me their video. I sometimes only have to listen to like audio only for people's streams. And it's like... What's to do with that, you know? I think it might be like a Wi-Fi issue, though. But yeah. I don't know. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Actually, I don't know. I always try to make my streams for people that only want to listen. Because I feel like that's what I enjoy the most. Is just like listening to people's stuff and doing other things. Like sometimes I'm like cleaning my room or whatever. And I just have a stream open and I'm listening to it. And yeah. I feel like that's peak content, you know? Yeah. But yeah, so basically right now what we're doing is we're trying to build a base. Because, I don't know, I started it. This is an SMP, guys. Watch out. So there's other streamers on here. But I gotta build my base first. Actually, I have big plans, guys. Big plans for what I want to do. So, you know, we're gonna have our sea base. It's gonna be a raft, of course. But then also... I went to the end off stream and I mined out like a whole end crater and I have so much end stone and I want to build like an end island but in the overworld, so that way people will get freaked out and be like impressed by my Minecraft grind, you know. But yeah. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I turned on notification on my phone because I'm looking at the chat on my phone and I was like, well, maybe it will like make a sound whenever people say stuff in the chat, but it definitely doesn't do that. But someone just liked a tweet on my account and it made a big noise, so maybe I'll just turn that off after I land. But yeah, so what I'm doing right now is actually I don't know if this would be considered. Whoa, what's going on over here? I don't know if this would be considered cheating or not, but this is like the area that me and my friend built on before we set this up as like a streaming area. So it's got a bunch of like auto farms and different sorts of camps and things like that. You saw the village trading hall. We definitely didn't make that on stream, but I'm using it anyway because I can. But yeah, let me just turn off the notifications on my phone. There we go. No more distractions. I mean like random noise distractions. Of course we're gonna get distracted. This is like, welcome to the Eagle Orem Street. Ooh. Don't die. I won't die. I kept dying earlier, especially in this like very dangerous zone. Like you would think, oh, this is on hard mode, but the most dangerous area in this stream so far has been this guardian farm that I built, because I keep falling into it and it just deletes all my items, even though the bottom is made of hoppers. And I'm like, what the heck is the deal with that? I'm sleepy. Yeah. Ever since you mentioned that it's like delayed, I'm like confused as to what you're like referring to. But that's okay. That's all right. We're just vibing here. But yeah, if you need to head off to sleep, go for it, bro. Don't stay up on for me, I guess. If you need to get the Betty buy and then get the grind for tomorrow, then go for it, bro. In this channel, we support grinders. We support all grind. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah. I'm just like happy that you stuck around when you did, bro. But yeah, now we should definitely optimize this better. I think I'm gonna go get more fish, because we definitely need a lot more emeralds if we're gonna get campfires for the whole floor. Okay, cool. Glad to have you here, gamer. But yeah, I'm actually really sleepy too. I just came from my grandma's house. I was spending the night there. And the bed there, I guess, is just like, it's like a rock. I don't know. For some reason, I always like can't sleep at my grandma's house. We were talking about how cool me and Zach Films earlier, we were talking about how cool our grandmas are. And then he called his grandma based, but I was like, what does that even mean? Because I've heard so many different things about what based means, but I just can't figure it out. Wait a second. Is the shulker box? No, it's gone. Someone stole the shulker box. Alright, well, we'll have to figure out. Put this bone here. Kelp maybe somewhere. What about here? No. I should have thought this through. I can sleep at my grandma's just fine. What are my pronouns? He, him. That's my pronoun. I should put that somewhere probably in the bio. For some reason it won't let me edit my bio on my mobile device, which I guess makes sense, but it's just super inconvenient. But yeah, I can sleep at my grandma's just fine. Yeah, I don't know. It's just uncomfortable there. And also the mattress or the blanket, it's like super fine, I guess, fine quality. And this is a little embarrassing, but like it always like, I don't know, irritates the bottom of my feet or something. Like surely there must be something you can buy for that, right? Like something to like, I don't know, what are they called? I know that they exist. They're like things that, they're like rocks that you rub on your feet or something to get the dead skin away or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making stuff up, but I need to get one of those for when I go to my grandma's house. Oh, that was scary. Almost fell, dude. A sock? I do not trust people if they sleep with their socks on. That's just like sus. I don't know. I don't know. It's like almost like a superstition. I will never trust someone who sleeps with their socks on. It's just weird. I don't understand. I have to like wiggle my feet around, you know? You know, you gotta feel the blankets with your feet when you're in the bed. I just can't. It's sus. It's too sus. It's safe. I don't know, man. Sus. I don't know. It's not for me. I'll just say that. It's not for me. I cannot sleep with my socks on. It's just the feelings. The feelings on your feet. It's too weird. Spa places use socks? Really? I've never been to a spa though, so. Oh, are you saying like special socks that like get the dead skin off your feet? I thought you were just talking about socks to like sleep in your bed with or something. Oh, there's fish that eat the dead sea. It is so delayed. That's so funny. Yeah, I get you now. I get you now. There's fish that eat the Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, okay. I think now vaguely a memory is coming to me of something that sounds familiar to that. But I don't think I could get those fish here. There's got to be an easier way. Oh, I heard that if you go walk outside in sand, sand will just like take all the dead skin off your feet. But there's not any beaches around where I live, so I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. Does it have to be a special kind of sand? The stream delay? Yeah, sorry. I don't know. It's sus, bro. It's sus. The stream delay. I know how you feel. I've been in those shoes. Yeah, huh? Yeah. Yeah, no one knows what's going on. No one understands what is happening. But I was just gonna say, you know, I've been in other people's streams and I've tried to talk to them with like a minute stream delay, and it's just, it's horrible. But yeah. That's dangerous. There could be crabs and they could pinch your feet. I guess I had never really thought about that. Yeah. I mean, I don't really live by beaches, so I don't really know about all the dangers. That is true, though. If you just, like, stick your feet in the sand, the crabs could come out and pinch your feet. Oh, my God. I don't know, though. It might be worth it. It depends on how bad your feet are, I would say. Like, if there's a lot of dead skin, it might be worth it. Just, you know, take a chance. But I was also going to say, I could just go out to, like, Walmart or something and buy a bag of sand. Just to put my feet in there. But also, I don't know. Every time I've been to a beach, the sand just gets everywhere. You know, it's coarse, it's rough, gets everywhere. Uncomfortable. Not cool. Sand, it's bad. You live near an ocean, worth it. Yeah, I mean, I think I could fight some crabs if they had tried to attack my feet. I could fight them off. Probably with my feet, I think, maybe. I don't know, I'm not really experienced in that form of combat. Don't take a chance. Really? I mean, how bad can the crabs be? If they're big crabs, you probably will see them, so they've got to be small crabs, I would think. If you just stick in your feet. That's what I do every time I go to a beach. Like, every time I go to a coast, I just stick my toes in the sand, like, and dig around, wiggle around. I guess, is that not what you're supposed to do? Raiding the sand. Yeah, you know. You can buy different kinds of sand, I think. Dang it, I'm so distracted. I forgot to trade the fish. All this fish we picked up. I didn't even trade it with those guys for campfires. I think we have enough durability to go back. Actually, we might go back the safe way. It'll be a good chance for me to show off my cool path that I made actually off stream. My sick path through the nether that leads all the way back. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. Barely, yeah, you know, things happen. I feel like the more I talk about what I do, it does sound crazy to me, so don't worry. I can recognize that what I'm saying. Everything that I'm saying does not sound super in order, but you know, sometimes that's just how things are, you know? You gotta try things. Gotta try new things. Gotta try to stick your toes into the sand. And if a crab bites you or pinches you or whatever, then that's just a new story you can tell other people. You're like, hey, sometimes crabs will hit you in your foot or whatever. It's cool. It's a cool thing. You can't be scared of a little crab bite. I mean, I'm pretty sure crabs aren't poisonous, so what's the worst that could happen? Wait, can crabs like pinch your feet off or pinch your toes off? I don't know. I guess it depends on the crab, I would think. But I'm thinking about tiny crabs, you know? Little like, you know, they pinch you and it hurts, but you're like, oh, you're challenging me, crab. I don't think you understand. What if a snake bit me and they killed you? What stories? Yeah, I guess that's a good point. If a snake were to bite me, that would be really sus, I think. It'd be sus for the snake and also not cool. Depends on the crab. It does. There's different types of crabs probably. I've seen a coconut crab. I wouldn't want to get hit by a coconut crab, you know? Those things, they're like are the size of like probably coconuts, I assume from the name. But I've seen those, you know, those crabs from the crab rave was that a few years ago? Yeah, like those guys I could take for sure. Depends. Yeah, coconut. You ever seen a coconut crab? Look it up. They're very scary. Like, I don't know where they're from, but I don't know. That would be so scary to fight one. But I could take it, I think. It depends on, like, the tools that I have near me, though. I don't know. But yes, if a snake bit me and killed me, that would be really sad. And also, yeah, I don't know. But if anyone was around, it'd probably be a cool story for them. They'd be like, yeah, this guy was just walking and got bit by a snake and died. I guess that wouldn't be a really cool story. You'd have to kind of embellish it, I think. You don't want to... I don't know. Are you saying you don't want to look up the coconut crab? Well, yeah. Maybe it's for the best you don't, because it's a little scary. I don't know. It might be a little scary. It might be a little frightening. But yeah, I think it depends on how they go down fighting the snake. Like if the snake bit me and then I immediately started like choking the snake out, like and then like slowly like, oh shoot, get away from me. Get back. Get out of here. Go. Those guys are scary, dude. Oh shoot. Okay. We're running. I didn't even have my sword out. Okay. It would, yeah, probably not be a cool story, but it would depend, like I said. Yeah, if I was choking out the snake and the snake was like biting me and sending poison into my blood, but also like, you know, my vision was closing in, but I was like, I gotta take the snake out too. And we both died like in the middle of a fight. I think that'd be pretty sick. That'd be like a cool story to tell. Be like, yeah, that guy, super sad he died, but he choked that snake who bit him. Pretty epic, I'd say. By the time I reached the snake's neck, yeah, I mean, I would think that like if it bit me, it'd be easier to reach the snake's neck. I don't know how long snake poison takes. It probably depends on the snake, but I think I'd have a chance to like, you know, get him back for, you know, fatally infecting me with poison. I do know that you're not supposed to suck out the venom in snakes, because that's just like a myth. And it's probably dangerous. It's actually dangerous to the other person too, because then they might get poison in their mouth, and then the walls of their mouth could absorb the poison, and then that's just a whole mess. So, yeah, don't do that. If you're ever in that position where you're the witness in that situation, you see them, yeah, not cool. But yeah, some poisons kill it. Oh shoot. Okay. That really changes things, I guess, a lot. You'd have to have a new strategy. I don't know. What could you do in that situation? Hey, get out of here. This is gonna be tricky. I have to like knock him out without hitting him, actually. Can we do it? Okay, we can do it. Yeah, we got him. What happened to my... No. There's got to be a way though. I'm not gonna give up on the thinking that we could probably get us if we have 10 seconds on the clock, get bitten by a snake. Already, we don't have to worry about like grabbing the snake because it's gonna be biting us. So we already know where it is. You get it, probably put it in a headlock or something. Then you could like, I don't know. I don't think snakes would really get affected by like a body slam or something, because the size difference depends on the type of snake, I would think. But yeah, we don't worry, I will not be fighting any snakes anytime soon. But you know, it's, oh shoot, get out of here. Okay, it's always important to be prepared, I think, in case it does happen. You don't want to get caught off guard, you know. I mean, imagine you're chilling, you're walking, you get bit by a snake, you're like, oh man, didn't really think this far ahead. Not cool. That would just be sad. But it would just be cool. It would be cool if you're like, okay, snake plan activate, body slam the snake. I'm lost. Where? There's a way. Oh, you gotta go back up the stairs. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I totally know what I'm doing. I would be on the ground in pain. I mean, you would think that, right? But because I know now that some snakes have the ability to kill you in 10 seconds. I would will my mind to activate my adrenaline center, and I'd be filled with adrenaline, and I'd power through the pain. And if I'm paralyzed, yeah, I didn't really think about that. If I'm paralyzed, I guess that would just be sad. It would not be cool. But those type of snakes, they live like in like faraway places probably. I don't think I'm going to be encountering any crazy paralyzing snakes where I live. So once I did find a snake though. I was at a summer camp, and I was just walking on a trail. I was like a little kid walking on a trail, and there was people in front of me and behind me, and then all of a sudden everybody stopped walking, and I was like, I'm gonna be late to my summer camp class. And it sounded like there was just like someone was pulling like a garden hose or something, and there was like running water. And I was like, what? And I just like looked behind me, and there was just this giant black snake crawling through the road where I just was walking. And I was like, huh, that's kind of cool, I guess. It was not cool though. It was kind of scary, but it was cool. Everyone was stopped, but I was like, gotta get to class. Another time, it was the same camp, but it was like a different year. I was just talking to like my younger brother, and I was at his like little tent. There's like these tents, and they had like, you give me all your emeralds. They had like these like raised wooden platforms, where the tent was, and I just heard some slithering, and I looked down, and it was like a rattlesnake, and it was under his tent, and I was like, oh. And those are dangerous. Those ones, I think those can kill you probably. So I was like, oh, that's kind of, I was like, the imposters among us, I guess. It was a pretty sus moment, you know what I'm saying? But I knew my brother would freak out, so I'm like, hey man, just stay in bed. And I like walked over, and I was like, hey, there's like a rattlesnake under this guy's like tent. And then everyone was like, ah, rattlesnake, rattlesnake. And some crazy guy there was like, ah, yeah, I used to hunt snakes when I was a kid. And he got like a stick, and he like scooped the snake out from under the tent, and then grabbed it with his hand. He like grabbed it with his bare hands and put like his thumb behind the head, and was able to hold the snake. And he just like calmly held the snake, walked over to the woods, and then threw it into the forest. And it was just fine after that. And I was just like, huh. Yeah, it was like, I was like, you sussy baka snake, what are you doing under there? But yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I think usually when like really crazy things happen, I'm pretty emotionless. Like once I was in a hurricane, and I didn't really care that much. I don't know how to say this. Like basically I was in a hurricane, and like everything was getting ripped apart around me, and I just like went outside. Everyone was screaming and crying, and I was like, I just jumped out of bed, and like my siblings were also in the same bed because we were little kids, and like the wind was really loud, and like the whole place that we were in was like getting ripped apart around us. And my mom was like, we need to go now, and like my siblings were all screaming and crying, and I just like jumped out of bed. I actually ran outside before everyone else, and then my dad was like, hey, you need to help your siblings. So I ran back inside and had to help them. And I was like, let's run. And so I took one of their hands and ran to like the storm shelter area. And I was just chilling in there, and I just like, no emotions, no thoughts in my head. I just like, I don't know. The objective was just to survive, I guess. But yeah, right now we're just waiting for these villager trades to reset. So I can't really do that much. Come on, reset trades. Come on. There's a third guy, right? That we saved? The guy we saved? Where'd he go? I don't know. I was so heartless. I was a little kid also. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. That's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. I mean, I went back and helped, but I don't know. Fight or flight. My survival instincts kicked in. I just ran out of there. I don't know. I was just a kid. I was just a little kid. I didn't know what was going on. Actually, I guess I probably knew what was going on since I ran out of there so fast. But yeah, I like to say nowadays, I'm like prepared for this sort of thing. So I'm like aware of things. I'd be like the one directing the escape. Like, everyone, this way. A sociopath? That's a little strong. Probably not, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think so. I have empathy for others. What's the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, it would be crazy. It would be like a little surprising if I was. I'd be like, wow, that's a little surprising. But it's totally surprising. I don't know. Probably just because I would be chill with it. I'd be like, okay, I guess. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird because every time I've like kind of described those stories in like disaster areas, it makes me seem like I'm very aloof and like laid back, but I'm really not. I usually freak out about everything, but not when it really matters, I guess. I usually freak out about little things. Like if I have a schedule and then something a little bit goes wrong and like I have to change my plans or something, I'm like, oh my gosh, how could this have happened to me? I can't believe this is happening. But yeah, when a hurricane comes or something, I'm just like, okay, pretty straightforward. What needs to be done? Ooh. Let's fly back. I'm watching a serial killer. Hey, that's a little rude. I don't even torture animals or anything. I love animals. Animals are cool. Oh no. I just remembered. People that relate to animals more than humans. A little sus. They're like probably sociopaths, I think. I think that's one of the traits or something. If you would rather be with animals than with people. Yeah. Well, go for it, bro. Or person. I appreciate you chilling. I'm a little sussy, bro. Come on, come on. I'm totally not a sociopath or a psychopath. And those people are normal too, you know. I think. Yeah, they are. But yeah, like good business people. Oh, you're a girl? Okay, girl. I don't know. I just use that as like a general referring to anyone. Just call you Sai. Okay. Sai. Sigh. I'm sighing. Let's get all these emeralds. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I read in the book once, like, sociopaths make good business CEOs. I don't like business, though. That seems like not something appealing to me. So maybe I'm probably not. I don't know. Hard to say. How would you, I mean, you probably have to see, like, a trained professional to know. People sigh when they see me in chat because I'm so fun. Welcome to chat. Because that's how I imagine that they greet you. Yeah, I also can't really read super well, so I'll probably just be like, oh, it's Mashiach, welcome. I think it's just easier if I greet everybody by dude, that way I don't have to look too closely at the name and read it, because it's hard for me, okay? That's cool though, that's fun. When people greet you in chat. That's cool. I will try to remember the name. And I actually am getting better at remembering names and greeting people by names. It's hard though. I'm definitely more like of a face person. I'll know who you are if I see your face, which doesn't really help that much in a chat with only names. But you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Named after Jesus. Very cool. Messiah. Is that how you spell it? Okay, she named it Messiah but spelt it differently. That's cool. Okay, that's good. I don't know. I just like am horrible at reading for some reason. I had to go in the special reading class, and it didn't help. They were supposed to teach you how to sound out words, but instead I just memorized all the words, like it was some sort of test or something, and I never learned. I never learned. I'm good with faces but not names. Yeah, that's why it's so much easier to just call everybody dude. Hey dude, nice to meet you. And then you got like, oh, people are like, oh, this person's super chill, they're calling me dude. And that way, if they're like, if you're super friendly with people, then they're just gonna be like, yeah, I am a dude. I'm this guy's dude or something. But then if you're like really, if you know them really well, and then you say, hey dude, they're like, what, am I just dude? And then you're like, oh no. It's sus. I don't know. It's sus. They suck. I don't know who you're referring to as they suck. But yeah, totally. I agree. That's just how it is sometimes though. I just say hi. Yeah. I guess that's probably a good way to go about things. That's the safest thing. It's always like, it's really all about the eyes whenever you see someone. And you're like, oh, this person. I know who they are, but I don't remember their name. And then you say, hey dude, and then you have to like lock eyes with them. See if they're like offended by it a little bit. Sometimes you can tell like in the eyes. And they like give you like a little squint. They're like, this person not know my name. And sometimes you can tell it's just like all over. It's like, oh man, they know that I don't know. But sometimes it's okay. And then you're like, oh yes, nice. But yeah, I guess the best way to fix that situation is just focus harder on learning people's names. But yeah, I don't know. It's just not a priority in my brain, I guess. It's just how it is. I remember once I was at this like really fancy function, and I was like meeting these like really like prestigious individuals, and this guy just told me his name, and I was like, yeah, like, I don't know, I was paying attention to what he was saying, but the name just went in one ear and out the other, and I was just like, and I guess he could tell that because he was like, you're gonna have to remember all of this, you know, and I was like, I felt like he was looking right through me. I was like, oh no, what is this guy's name? I couldn't figure it out. That's when you use flattery. You gotta surprise them. Not to toot my own horn, but I got pretty eyes. Oh man, that's the only really thing I like about it. My eyes pretty AF. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know. My favorite feature of myself is my hair, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, people with striking eyes, you always remember them, because I guess probably when you're looking at someone's face, I think most people look at the eyes probably. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Because that's true, right? For me, I don't know. For me, I don't know. That's just how that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's my catchphrase, by the way. I've gotten like three other people to successfully start saying it, so I see this as a complete win. Yeah. Air. I'm sorry, I cannot follow what is going on because of the delay. The air around me tastes good. But I just don't understand the air. It seems like that is a very big, I mean, I don't even follow how the context for that, even though I probably just said it like under a minute ago. I will ponder on this. But yeah, you know, eyes, the gateway into the soul, some say. You can tell a lot. I feel like, I don't know, when you're talking to other people, you look at the eyes for the face, but then you also look a lot at the body. The air tastes good? What is going on? So confused. But yes, I mean, Does air really have a taste? I feel like sometimes, I feel like sometimes certain air, like if you're going outside in October, the air just kind of hits different. You know, smells different. Also, like if you go into people's houses, like some people's houses, I guess that's just scent. Is that really the air though? But you know, when you're in the library, the air smells like old. Yeah, air has many different. When is this guy gonna get a new trade? Maybe I should just go to sleep. Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know. Is that air or is it something else? It's like there's a fine line, right? Because you can have like a candle in your house, and you light it, and then the candle smells good, and then, but some people's houses just smell a certain way, like like my my parents' house. The air there always smells old, and I was like, why is that? Why does it always smell like an antique shop? Which antique shops smell good, I think, but they have a distinct smell. I'm like, you know, sometimes the house smells like a candle, but most of the time it just smells like old. And I found out it's because the I guess the house like doesn't have good air filtration, so there's just a bunch of dust in the vents. So I'm like, oh, that's probably why. But yeah, it's different. Air. I'm a boomer. What? Boomer? You're making fun of me? I'm not a boomer, I'm young and hip. I use all the cool phrases like sus and super cool, lit, based. What should I call thy streamer? Are you referring to me? I think maybe thy. Hip. Yeah, I'm hip. I know all the cool things like twitter.com. You can just call me like Aurum. That's my cool name. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm hip. Anyone can say hip. Hip is a colloquial term. I think I used that word correctly. A colloquial. It's a colloquial term. Anyone can say hip. Just like how hip I am. You know? Sometimes the cookie crumbles. See, that's a cool phrase. Would a boomer say that? Probably not. They would say something like, that's just how the way it is. That's just the way it is sometimes. But no, I'm cool. I'm a hip guy. Boomer. I don't even know. Oh, I can't say that. Of course I know how you have that magic text. Of course I know how they are doing that. And that is pretty standard, I would say, on Twitch probably. But yeah, I'm a cool guy. You know. Oh no, I'm having a crisis. Am I a boomer? Of course not. I'm cool. I'm a hip guy. Okay, yeah, maybe you should go to sleep, young person. What? There's no real cool way to say like young person. Yeah, go get your Betty bye. Go get your nap time. It looks like it's past your bedtime. Would you say, young person? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I'm just here waiting for this trade to reset. Come on. I'm cool. I'm hip. I'm young too. Young at heart. And also young and spry. My bones are flexible, probably. And elastic, maybe. What is... This guy needs better trades. Shut up. I'm a streamer. I can't shut up. This is the content everyone is waiting for. Me. Talking. Over epic gameplay. Check this out. Oh shoot, you see that? 360. Yeah. This is like, it's what I do. It's what I do for fun because I'm young and hip. It's just kind of my young and hip hobby. Yeah. Yeah. That's just, you know, it's just how it works when you're young and hip. I don't know. I'll have to think about a new young and hip project on my server. On the server. We'll do, well, maybe build a Whataburger or something. I don't own an apartment. That's like, That's like such a close-minded way of thinking. Everyone older than me is a boomer. You know, of course you could say that. Also, I don't own an apartment. I rent an apartment. So I don't own it. So I'm kind of like a young person because I don't own anything. I don't know where I was. That was such a leap. I don't know. I'm young and hip. This is the young and hip stream. Welcome, fellow youth. Today we're playing the cool young and hip game of Minecraft. Maybe I should just make my own campfires, maybe. Because I've just literally been doing parkour on this boat for a little while. I'm doing some parkour. And I do. You do. You know what I mean? I don't. The stream is so delayed. I know what you mean sometimes. Most of the time. Sometimes no. But you know, that's just how it is when you're young and hip. You gotta go with the flow. You gotta take the punches. You gotta improvise on the spot. Meant rent. Okay, now I know what you mean. Yeah, but you know, if I was really a boomer, I would be the one owning the means of the rent or whatever. That would be a real boomer moment. But I'm not. I'm simply a young and hip person in the world trying to find my way. Getting, you know, paying rent or whatever. Yeah. There's gotta be some sort of way in between boomer and young and hip. Normal. I'm a normal man. Normal person. That's what it is. Everyone who's younger than me is young. Everyone who's older, boomer. I'm normal. Sorry. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. It was really fun, actually. I got really into it. I kind of forgot about Minecraft for a little bit, but yeah. Thanks for stopping by. See ya, Sai. I think I got that right. Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll just try to find campfires now. I was thinking, we have 12. We have enough emeralds. Don't freaking wrestle a snake. Well, you know, if the snake pops up, you know, I can't say what will happen, but I will say that I am prepared either way. So just think about that, maybe. Think about that. Let's see. I think this guy. Oh yes, thank goodness this trade's reset. Okay, 24 campfires is not super bad. So I think what we're gonna do now is we might go get some soul sand and then use the soul sand to make soul campfires. Okay. See ya, Messiah. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not a boomer, by the way. Totally just a young and hip dude playing Minecraft. What the youth do, this is what the youth does. But yeah, I think I have some soul sand over here. Let's check. What happened to all my soul soil? Okay, here's some soul soil. I had a bunch of soul sand. Is it in my other base? I think it might be in my other base. That is a little bit unfortunate. But I think what we can do is just build as many as we can. Yeah, we can just build as many as we can. And then we'll build a chest and put all of our stuff in it. And then we'll finish it next time. I'm not a boomer. How do you do that anyways? Wait, don't tell me. I'll figure it out because I'm young and hip. I'll figure it out. Hashtag. No one uses hashtags anymore. Come on. That's so 2017 maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I gotta learn how to do all these cool Twitch things. Or do I? Because I'm the streamer. Maybe I don't have to learn. I just figured out how to raid other people the other day when my young and hip friend Turtle showed up and told me how to raid streams. Boomer, I'm getting boomer spammed. How could this be happening to a young and hip individual such as myself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Parkour, see that? That was kind of scary. That was a little scary. What's going on here? Am I lagging? Okay, I think we're okay. Hopefully we don't die. I don't have feather falling on these boots. We can make it, I think. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying. I'm not going to die. I can do this. I'm a Minecraft pro. I've been playing Minecraft for a young and hip amount of years that I won't specify as to not suggest my age. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Also, I'm practicing safe netiquette. I think that's what it's called. Why am I still here? Yeah, this is not... What's going on? Okay. Oh, that was so scary. I think I went too high up. I couldn't see the land. That was really scary. Actually, I don't know what direction I am now. I gotta reorientate myself over here. Let's go. Why do I keep saying young and hip? It's because I am young and hip. That's just, you know, it's just the truth, you know? I might as well, just in case, and because, you know, you were confused a little bit, and, you know, it may be in my best interest to gently remind everyone how cool and young and in with the times I am. That I'm not some sort of sussy baka. Instead, I'm cool and not the imposter from Among Us. Yeah. That adds up. Okay, well, if you do, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciated the funny banter we had. The funny banter. Thanks, and yeah. And your critiques of my lifestyle. My young and hip lifestyle. That is cool and super cool and lit and, yeah. Yeah. I'm not a sussy baka. I'm the... What's the opposite of that? I'm, not the imposter. What the? I'm not the imposter. And I definitely probably have TikTok too, so that should tell you how cool and with the times I am. We're building our raft. Does this even look like a raft? I thought it kind of looked like a raft, but maybe I should... I don't know. I think this is cool. I can give you cooking tips when I enter the stream. Yes, please. Please do. It's hard to cook, but it's fun to cook. Cooking is fun. I'm not a boomer. Would a boomer be able to do this? Look how cool it is. Look how chic and art, new art. What's the new art? And art, modern art. It's not modern art. It's just cool, okay? It's innovative. A boomer would never be able to build something as cool as this. Making cakes. I tried to make a cake once, but we don't have any cake dishes. Or what are they called? Cake pans? We don't have any of those in our apartment. And yeah, I tried to make brownies, but we had no tins. Are they called tins? They're probably called tins. It was really sad. I was gonna almost make them in the air fryer, but I thought it's probably not a good idea to do that. So I didn't. But maybe next time. Make some bussin' cakes. Of course, bussin', a common word that I know used by hip and cool people like myself. I don't trust me baking. I mean, I think baking is pretty easy, right? It's just like, all you have to do is put it in the oven, I think. Put it in the oven, you just mix this stuff together and the oven does the rest. I mean, as long as you don't forget to turn off the oven, it should be fine. It should be totally fine. Oh. I actually have a lot of campfires. You're gonna burn down the apartment? Oh, just you should hear how I light candles in the apartment. We don't have any matches, so the way that I light candles is pretty fun. I think it's like it's actually really fun to light the candles. Yeah, you would think like, oh yeah, just turn the burner on and light it with like with the fire, right? Except for we don't have fire burners, we have electric burners. So then what's the deal with that, right? How would you do that then? Well, the answer is all you have to do is turn the electric burner on all the way until it's red hot. Then, step 2. This is the hard part. You get a paper towel and you roll it into like a cone, and then you get the paper. Whoa, what the? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Then you press the paper towel on the red hot burner and it catches on fire. So then you can do 2 things from there. Either one, you can attempt to light the candle with just the paper towel that's on fire, or a little bit of if you want to do like the safer route, you get like a toothpick, and then you use the paper towel to light the toothpick on fire, and then you throw the paper towel into the sink. That's the important part. Don't forget that part. You have to throw it in the sink. And then sometimes I just turn on the water. Other times I get that sprayer, the sprayer from the faucet, and spray it. Then you use the toothpick and light it, and it's like a real match. So it's pretty easy, pretty cool. Pray for me. Okay, thank you. I mean, nothing bad has happened yet. Oops, yeah, I probably should have muted that. Sorry. Sorry if that was loud. I had to sneeze. Pray over Orem. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully nothing horribly wrong will happen. Hopefully. I doubt it will. I mean, I pretty much know what I'm doing most of the time. Let's go, let's go. I think we might be able to get some more soul sand in the nether. Actually, I just remembered it's a crimson forest, so we probably won't be able to. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I need to start, you know, getting in the streaming mindset where, you know, you mute yourself when you sneeze. Is this how it's supposed to look? I think this looks good. Let's go. It's fine. Thank you. But yeah. Sometimes you gotta be an innovator. If you don't have any matches, you find a way. I think there was like another way. Oh yeah, my roommate was he was using pasta, I guess. You can, if you press pasta against the same super hot burner, it lights on fire too, maybe? So that's what he was doing, but of course I couldn't do that because that seems too easy. Also, the pasta's not that, it's not like super, whoa, I hear something. Doesn't like burn like a candle does, you know? It's like one of those things you use to light fireworks or something. Yeah, I guess you can use dried pasta. That's what he was using. I was like, what an absolute silly man. Absolute silly person. You can't use pasta. You have to use something that can catch on fire. But yeah, you know, fire's hard. I understand. I guess some people don't really know how to start fires and stuff. Like once I was trying to light the grill, some guy poured oil all over the grill and then tried to light it. I was like, dude, it's gonna catch on. It's gonna blow up. That's like not safe at all. And we did it anyways. Nothing happened. So, oh yeah, they got oil all over the side of the apartment too. And that's the part that I was like really like, hey, that's like not cool to do that. We shouldn't be lighting the grill now since there's oil all over the side of the house. We did it anyways, nothing happened, so I guess it turned out alright. Well, yeah. That's just day in the life, you know how it is. Pretty average day. Okay, this is starting to like, I didn't really think this through. This is only half a block tall, so I might have to make like some sort of raised platform here, I think. Yeah, I think we could do that. Raised platform for the bed. Oil? Yeah, I don't know. It was like oil. You know, the oil that you you put in the grill to start fires? I don't know where the oil came from. Maybe it wasn't for grills. I'm not an oil expert. I don't know what kind of oil it was. We'll just get the bed. Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciated it. Appreciated the banter. It was cool. Hope you can sleep after hearing all of this. But yeah. Have a good one. I'll probably just like end the stream pretty soon anyways. I think I just wanted to build a raft. This took a lot longer than expected. I think next stream I'll get prepared with a bunch of like campfires already pre-ready, so then we can just do the fun part, the building part. So yeah. See you later, Sai. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I'm gonna use that from now on. That was really good. Yeah, future arsonist. Of course not. I'm not a future arsonist. I just know how to use fire. It's not that hard. Fire's important for survival. a lot of different scenarios you could use fire for things like if you're cold, if you need to cook food. Pretty useful. Pretty useful, I'd say. Okay, we need to get coal. Do we have coal? I don't know whose coal this is, but is anyone looking? Yoink. No one saw. No one saw. No one tells Shamble. I think that was his coal. Is there any coal in here? There is. We'll leave that coal here. We only need it for the campfires. Don't worry. Nothing bad will happen probably. And if it does, I'll just talk about it on stream. It's a win-win for everyone. Where's our house at? Yeah. Yeah, this does look like a raft. See, that's pretty cool. How do we get it? Can we get on it from the ocean? Yeah, we can, I think. Yeah. It's all coming into place. It's all coming into place. Yeah. Then. Yes. Wait, did I run out of something? No. Still have one more coal left to make one more campfire. I think we're gonna do something I like to call a gamer move, and we're just gonna build a house on top of this. It'll be very clever. It'll be cleverly designed. We'll just break this one, I think. Well, let's think about it. How do we want this to look? So this is gonna be a raft, right? Gonna be connected to this one. The house can be right here. We'll build it up like in the sky or something. Let's build. All right, so here's how I imagine it. It's gonna be like inspired by those houses that have to be designed around. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna have to come back with a silk touch pickaxe. I think that just like turned into coal or something. It's gonna be designed after like a hurricane house. So that in like places where they have hurricanes pretty regularly, they have these like houses on stilts, right? They don't have basements either. They have these like houses on stilts, and it's so that when the water comes, it will like wash under the house or something, which is pretty cool. And I think it's fitting for this. What's going on with this? Am I crouching? Oh, I'm not even going forward. That's what's going on. But yeah, all right. We'll just get the silk touch real fast, so we don't lose any of our precious campfires. Tools. Here's the tools box. Pretty cool. I also did that off stream, organized all my stuff. Silk touch, here we go. Okay. Oh. Now it's all nice and neat. Yeah, alright. We are going to go and make this into a stilt house. I actually saw someone design something just like this on the Minecraft Reddit. That's right, Reddit moment. But it actually looked really cool and I saved a picture of it. So I'm definitely inspired by this. I'll probably have to link it somewhere. We'll probably link it once I have this build like complete. It'll be like inspired by random guy, random user or whatever. But I think this would be a good house. So I actually have my long-term plans are I want to build this like cool raft base. It's going to be a bunch of different rafts like all tied together. So this might be just one raft, and then we'll build like another set of rafts over here and we'll put string tying it together if we can. I don't know if we can. But then we'll do a fishing stream, which should be a lot of fun. We'll just be fishing for like 2 hours, and we'll I think it'd be cool if we had like a overhang area for the walls. We'll have an underwater portion of this area, so we'll just go downwards. I was thinking, I don't know how chunks work, but I want to like find one chunk and stay in that chunk. So we'll build on the surface of the water, we'll build under the water, and then we'll build up. We'll go up and we'll build like a floating end island base. And I think that would be very cool. But yeah, that's like the build tips. I think the other people on the server were also talking about eventually like fighting the Ender Dragon again, which should be pretty cool, especially after I got all this sick gear. And the server admin was even talking about how he wanted to maybe start streaming. Or I was kind of trying to convince him to start streaming. I think he could be really cool because he's the one who built all these cool boats. So I think it would be very cool to see him on the server. But we will see. No pressure for him. Except for a little bit of pressure. Because I think it would be fun. Yeah, this is a pretty basic house, I think. I do actually have a lot of iron, but I don't have that much coal, but I want to build a lot of lanterns. Oh yeah, and then after, maybe before we do this, I was thinking, or before we expand up and down, I was thinking it might be fun to wait until like some of these other guys on the server start building cool bases and stuff. And then I was gonna go into the nether and recreate their bases, with only nether materials. So I think that would be pretty sick. But we'll see how that pans out. Wait, I don't think fire can spread if it's a campfire. So we might put this here for lighting. Maybe. We'll put it in this corner. That's cool. Then we'll have lighting because we don't have actual torches. We'll put the bed in here. Maybe we'll make this open. We'll build a little porch. I think that'd be cool. And then this will just be like our home raft. I think it could, yeah, we'll build some stairs. Oh. It will get these blocks to stop floating because that's already annoying me. So I think that 8 should be good, I think. Oh. Yo, sub to Rhino Gamer 20. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel, bro. Probably not on stream though, if that's okay, because I'd have to mess with my OBS a lot. Stuff. Okay, Thanos _ 005. I got you, bro. I'll subscribe to you with my clips channel after the stream. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, so now we're gonna just probably build the stairs out here. Subscribe from my phone. Okay. I use my phone for to read chat. But I got you, dude. Though I will subscribe after the stream ends, which it'll end pretty soon. So don't worry, bro. You can trust me. But yeah. Then actually, I think we could just break this. And yeah. Then yeah, well, I was thinking about going into the nether and then looks good, looks good. Go into the nether and we'll build a replica of their bases in the nether. Only with nether blocks though. Take a screenshot. Alright. I got you, bro. Hold on a second. Screenshot taken. Yeah. Okay, so now we just need to get my bed into the new house, and I think we'll be good. Yeah, I think I would say that we were, oh, I already have my bed. Okay. I would say we were pretty productive with the stream, but we didn't get that many campfires. But we did build our starting base, so that's pretty good. But now we know for the future we'll need a lot of campfires to finish this up. And I think we found a method to get a lot of campfires. But yeah, I think it was still a lot of fun this stream though. We had a lot of a very witty banner. So yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and follow my Twitter to get updates on when I'll be streaming again. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next time. Peace.